AdvanceStar's data-centric missions. AdvanceStar's corporate mission, connect our customers with theirs. AdvanceStar Pharmaceuticals division mission, platforms, connections, and commerce. So that brings us to the age-old question, really. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Do we write these mission statements and then come up with an integrated solution? Or did we start that process and finish it and have it ongoing and then change our mission statements? These mission statements are actually a few years old, and I think that's pretty common where companies write these strong mission statements, but is what you really need to do and what we needed to do is back them up. And so we knew, because these words were screaming out data, integration, words like connect, platforms, commerce, we knew we had to do something and do it quickly and efficiently. So the journey to big data, I should say the ongoing journey, because it really never ends, but it has to start. The Pharmaceutical Life Science Division at AdvanceStar had 6 separate databases: our print, e-newsletters, websites, webinars, educational products, and conferences. And a few little baby databases that I'm sure you can relate to that you kind of find along the way, totaling over 3.6 million records. The good news, that's a lot of rich data. The bad news is even us marketers internally couldn't wrap our arms around it. So if we couldn't wrap our arms around it, and if we couldn't use it quickly and effectively to grow our responses and results, how are we able to help facilitate commerce like our mission statements are telling us to do? So right away we recognized we have a big data challenge. So where do you start? 4 crucial factors. Determine your core competencies. We're a publishing company. We knew we had premium content. We're good at that. We knew we had different media channels. We're good at that as well. We're experts in loyal customers and collecting data. What were our weaknesses? We're not experts in data integration, application technology, and really email expertise. We thought we were, and we tried it, but we weren't. So what you need to do is partner with somebody who is an expert, and that's what we did. We vetted several companies. We ended up with Knowledge Marketing, and it was a very, very good decision. What also helps is to recruit a project evangelist. We were very lucky at AdvanceStar Communications to have Ron Wall. He's my boss. He was able to bring with him from a previous company his passion for integrated data, and he was able to help us push it up the ladder. Number 3, this is big. You need to advocate a 2-pronged approach to your top executives, because the minute they hear, oh, we need this database because internally we can't work that effectively and we need it the minute you say any type of internal effectiveness, they shut down in this day and age. They're not going to invest big time into a nicety. So what helped us was to have that other side of revenue generating, and that was the big push, and that's what sealed the deal. It's also very important to develop a phased-in approach. Don't try it all at once. Take your data that you have and integrate it. That's phase 1. Add in your email engagement, which is very important. Your behavioral data, which is very unique, and not many people have that, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But those are your 4 crucial factors to get started on the road to big data. A true partnership, not just a vendor. I can't stress that enough, because you want to be able to trust someone to do all of the technical aspects of it. The user interface, I have to say, very sexy user interface, because you need to go out and promote this database, and you don't want people to gloss over. So again, you need a partner to handle all of the back-end operations so you can focus on creating your brand, a new tool. And we branded ours as CAST, Custom Audience Segmentation Tool. I was able to concentrate on that brand and that tool to push internally for use and externally. My partner worries about the rest. It only took 8 weeks to implement this. And I know that sounds far-fetched, but again, if you hire the right experts, they can get it done for you. Yes, there was some short pain things that we had to go through, like mapping your data. I think, again, it's super important to know 2 things. Hire an expert, but number 2, if you really want to save money on your bottom line with internal marketing, and if you want to grow revenue streams, you cannot take this project and absorb it within another department or people. You really do need to hire someone to take this project right from the beginning, see it through the training, sell it, market it, and I know that because I'm that person that was hired to do it, and there's no way I could do it on top of my other responsibilities that I used to have. CAST has opened the door for more collaboration between us and key advertisers with on-the-fly queries, a better chance of reaching valuable audience prospects that turn into real quality leads. That's really our goal. We also have developed a lot of other marketing services products because of this. But again, a dedicated person to the project, or you're going to have this very fancy integrated database that's not going to get used to its full capacity. All right, do you recognize any of those faces? My favorite book in college was Who Moved My Cheese? It's like a change management thing. We're still seeing some of these faces. The key is to always remember there's always pushback before buy-in. You will hear things like, oh, the sales reps, they already have so many tools they need to learn. They don't have time for this. Or they have so many other things they have to sell. They're selling print, digital, e-news, web banners, webinars, conferences. There's no way they can add another tool to their toolbox to sell. My favorite one, which we could have a whole seminar on its own, is, oh, what are we going to go to our advertisers and say, just kidding, our lists weren't really that great before, they were mediocre, but now they are. That's not the way you approach it, but that's what you'll hear. So we knew knowledge marketing would perform the data consolidation, provide the user interface, manage and maintain the technology, and implement it, but we had to consider organizational readiness and spend a lot of time training. That is where you will spend most of your time. I'm not going to walk through all of these. We just don't have time. But the big takeaway with this slide is you can't have big group training sessions. Each one of those bullet points are separate types of training. You're not going to go into your integrated database training to sales reps and editors, because you need to talk to them differently. You need to show them different reasons why an integrated database is so important. And with audience development, way different than talking to your sales team. Remember to keep marketing and IT in the loop. I do a lot of training of our marketers at Advanced Star, reminding them how important testing is and how easy it is now with an integrated solutions. I came from marketing. We always said we tested, but to be honest, we didn't have time to do a lot of the testing you should, but now we do with this system. IT helps you out in the beginning part of this process, so show them the end result, because it was really amazing how sitting down with them and showing them this, they came up with new ways to enhance it for the next time around. Great ideas. All right, driving new revenue. This is where it gets important, and this is probably what y'all want to hear about. 3 words: education, transparency, and proof. If you have those 3 things, your clients will dig deeper into their wallets and probably even open the safe a little bit. Education. I'm not only training our internal people, I'm out there actually having to train our advertisers. on what's important. Quality versus quantity. What are those leads that they used to get when they would promote to their brand silo marketing lists? Were they really quality? And what I'm trying to get through to them is metrics is important, and we have seen an increase in the typical email metrics. But the ROI, are they actually following those leads all the way through to an actual sale? And if so, how does that compare to what they used to be doing? Those are important questions to keep asking your advertisers. And now I do have some clients that are finally paying attention and tracking that. Invest, like I said, in an integrated system that you can show off. I got in front of over 120 companies in 2012, whether it's web share, trade shows, far more than I ever want to admit I had to go to, and just a lot of face-to-face meetings. Get an integrated database that you leave them wanting for more. They want to pick more lists. They want to add more filters. They want to dig deeper. Gone are the days, gone should be the days, where data integration means a backroom programmer somewhere that no one ever sees. Get out there, that's your transparency. The proof, get early adopters. Take a handful of your top clients, offer them some freebie campaigns, because you're going to want to take this for a test run before you go out to the world with it anyway, and use those as your case studies and proof. And not everyone will get it, trust me. There are people that say, listen, I got great results from your list before. I don't want to pay a premium for integrated data. Once those leads stop coming in from that type of list fatigue and the open rates continue to drop, they will be back. I always guarantee that. Demographics and beyond. Anyone contemplating an integrated system already have probably the primary demographics, right? Business function, title, geographic. You have that. What you need to do is look beyond that. Advanced Art prides himself in really tracking email engagement. About 2 years ago, our CEO, Joe Loja, said, enough spamming. We're done with that. We try not to send anything out, even with our e-newsletter list, if they haven't opened something in 90 days. So we were already tracking that internally, but now to have an email deployment system attached to our master audience file to cast, we're able to put those open and click criteria right on everyone's record. So now if a client, let's say they select a list of 10,000 people, maybe it's a little too big, we can easily add an email engagement filter to that and dwindle it down to a very e-engaged list. Maybe people that opened and clicked within the last 30 days. Article topic behavior. We are just dipping into this. It's only 9 months old, and it's working out fantastically. We started putting topic codes on all of our e-newsletter articles that we push out, and we're tracking what people are reading and what their behaviors are. And that's, again, that's working for us. What we're now going into is the website traffic behavior as well. So that's, remember I talked about the phase-in approach. We're in phase 3 now with trying to get our websites coded and tracked. Little word of caution, Europe, they have very tight privacy policies, so adding those cookies onto any European customer, you have to be very careful. We don't sell any of those records, the European behavioral data. Ad hoc filters, that's really simple. Before, we didn't have the time with the brand silo marketing we used through our third-party list broker partner. It was just, here's a data card, select your demographics, and that's it. What this database gave us was the flexibility for a client to come up to us and say, really, I just want people that have clinical operations in their title. We're able to do that on the fly in real time. It's not a bunch of spreadsheets and queries. It's really within seconds. And we can do that if a client wants maybe contacts within their top 10 companies. We can do that very quickly as well. Scoring capabilities, we're always telling our clients it's important to nurture and score your leads. then we needed to do a better job with that. We just never had that capability until this integrated solution. Now we do keep track of customer loyalty, and we're able to pass that on to our clients. Last but not least, first-year results. That's me, but with dark hair, I think. I'm jumping up and down because it was a lot of hard work, but so worth it. Again, we've only been going at this for not even a year and a half. We've seen a 3 to 5% increase in email metrics. Again, I don't like to get too hung up on those, though. I think it's the ROI and the conversion that really matters. 24% to 25% conversion to new revenue. And that was me starting in the middle of last year when a lot of marketing budgets were already spent. They found money, additional money, to rent these lists. And it's not a one and done. These are campaigns. These are custom newsletters for our clients that we might send out quarterly for them. One little side note, I hate the one and done email blasts because there's untapped resources in a true integrated system that they haven't talked to before. Our internal marketers, same thing. You have to nurture them. You have to talk to them. You have to show them your brand. 75% audience development, acquisition, cost per yes savings, and that is no lie. They're using this integrated database now as their acquisition tool. Because again, when you connect the dots and find the email addresses that weren't in the print file, but maybe in a webinar file, they have additional people to promote to, right? So their cost per yes decreased 75%. Email preservation. We have everything under one roof. Our email fatigue, we're noticing a difference because I'm the police of it now. We put tight parameters on, and we can actually enforce it and watch it because it's under one system. It worked, and it's working. So now we're even looking at some more brands. I guess that makes me a little busier at Advanced Star, not just having to maintain the pharmaceutical database, but we are moving over additional brands as well.